scariest thing is how unknown it all is. You know, I think we don't know exactly when it's going to get better, when it's going to change. The fact that it can be on someone's person without them even having symptoms, I think that's a scary thing for me.
I'm going into college this next school year, and so what that looks like is very much so up in the air. I don't know if I'll be on campus yet or off.
Right after I got off school, I went straight to work, and there was these plastic walls in front of us, and the line was all the way to the back of the store.
Honestly, it's just people who aren't listening to the CDC and wearing masks.
Just realizing that, like, it's getting worse, and, like, if I get it, like, I can share it to other people.
You're just walking by someone and maybe you're closer than you're supposed to be, or didn't wash your hands after picking up the mail and then you have it.
I'm more scared for my older relatives because I have a great grandma who's 95. My grandparents are coming up on their 80s.
Just the uncertainty and not really knowing what's going to happen next or how we're going to protect all of us from this.
Not really knowing the true number of cases, especially as testing is still not being completely efficient.
The fear of the unknown and not knowing when it's going to end or how much longer we'll have to quarantine or when there's going to be a vaccine.
Scariest thing is the constant state of uncertainty and just the entire concept that I don't know what's going to happen next.
Getting COVID and transmitting it to someone I know, I guess I would still have it, and dying, or being permanently affected by it.
I was very scared that I was going to get the virus because I have had lung problems my entire life.
Leaving my house, honestly, it is just thinking that anyone could have it everywhere you're going, and I still work, so that's pretty scary for me, I think.
Probably just people's reaction to it, all of America.
We're seeing all these statistics on the news of just how many deaths there have been and how many people are infected now. And it's kind of hard to comprehend that large of a number in anything, but especially when you're thinking about deaths and infections, it's hard to really understand the amount of people that have died is the equivalent to the city of Burbank. What if the city of Burbank just everyone dropped dead? It's really difficult to comprehend, and I think the thing that's scary about it is I can literally do nothing really to stop any of that.
I think the most positive thing that's come out of it for me is seeing these huge corporations donate large amounts of money to great organizations, maybe donations that they wouldn't have normally made. And so I think it's just reinforced the compassion that people have for one another.
I think for me it's a lot of self-reflection and kind of working on my mental health and not being surrounded by so many busy activities, and I've taken a step back and been able to focus on myself.
I think something really positive to come out of it is that it has gotten me and a lot of other kids to slow down, and we would not have done that otherwise, on our own.
Definitely being able to spend time with my family has been a positive thing. All of us have busy schedules during the normal year, but I've had a lot of time to, spend with Lucas or go outside and, have dinner with them every night a week.
The most positive thing that's come out of it for me is probably spending more time with my family. Oh, and Hamilton on Disney+.
Just have more appreciation for things.
College is coming up and I'm paying for my own college. So the money I've been getting, because I've been giving 40-hour weeks and overtime, has really helped me and been a positive thing.
I've had a lot of extra time to find new hobbies or work on things that I haven't really been able to pursue in the past.
Well, I get more time for myself.
I think people have sort of reconnected with themselves a little bit. Maybe not everybody, but I've seen, a lot of people are living more healthy, they're doing more exercise.
I've actually become closer friends with some people.
I created really great relationships with a lot of people in my life that I hadn't before.
My music. Yeah, I've been writing a lot of music. I got my music videos done. They're being produced right now.
My eyes have been opened really to how the U.S. has failed and attacked people of color systematically, and I think an increased sense of urgency within myself and within my surrounding community that we need to make change.
It varies. No day is ever really the same.
Before, I would have to go to bed at a certain time to be able to get enough sleep because I'm a person that really loves sleep. So now I have the freedom to, stay up later on the phone talking to my friends and then wake up when I naturally feel like waking up, which I think has really benefited, my health just generally.
The amount of sleep I get, the time I go to bed, the time I wake up, how much I eat. I only eat 2 meals a day now. I'm a crazy extrovert, so not being able to see people definitely drives me crazy a little bit. So that's a big change for my daily life because I just love being surrounded by people.
We have to wear masks all the times now, and when I go to work, we have to put on our gloves right away.
It's become a bit of a routine, but it's manageable now.
So when it first started, I had no routine. I was going to sleep at 4 o'clock every night. I was waking up at noon.
Basically, I've gotten to trying to find ways to fill my day instead of having to do things every day.
Instead of actually having a full day of things to do, I just stay at home, and I do nothing. And then I don't have school to go to, which is kind of weird. So I've been kind of bored. And then I'll just go to the gym and work out. And that's basically my entire day.
I was getting ready to go into my sophomore year at UCLA. I had just gotten used to the campus in Westwood. I had found a local coffee shop I would walk to in the mornings to do my studying. And just like that, it was move everything out, come back home, and yeah.
And I was busy with choir in school, so getting cut my junior year a little short, but it's good to take a step back and kind of erase a lot of the clogged brain that I had going on there.
I used to, in normal times, I would shower, first thing in the morning, have breakfast, take a shower. And, yesterday I took a shower, 5 o'clock. So I've been staying in my pajamas a lot more. And then also, meal times sort of disappeared. You just kind of eat whenever you're hungry.
Definitely different because, you don't see your friends in person. You don't have those interactions that light you up every day. All of my performing has switched to online, which has been a huge difference.
Most of the days, the days I don't have skating, I don't even go outside at all. So it's weird, and not seeing my friends and stuff sucks.
I'm not able to just kind of do things normally. I'm not able to see the people that I care about, at least in the way we would all like to.
But it's much more boring. But also, I try to stay creative. So it's given me time to do that for sure. How well I've taken advantage of that time, I'm totally not sure. But I've done my best,
I have not been petting any dogs, and I think it's had a seriously detrimental effect on my mental health.
Well, I've been doing a decent amount of painting, some bike rides, different things with friends from a distance. My mom and I like to knit sometimes, and I actually just started a job as a receptionist, which is fun.
My new favorite thing is having people come sit on my lawn from a distance and just talk and sometimes eat, or the bike path's right there, so go on walks with people from afar.
I got a job. I am working as a phone banker.
Mostly work.
I've been working at Domino's.
I've been doing a lot of writing. Working on a full-length play, so that's been fun.
And I also have been writing poetry and songs and watching TikToks.
Definitely music. It's been keeping me busy. Animal Crossing on the Switch, keep me busy. I'm learning how to do stocks to get money, so that's keeping me busy.
I got back into that middle school reading phase where all I've been doing is reading, and I've spent way too much money on books.
I've been reading a lot more, which is great. And then I've joined this group called Diversify Our Narrative, which basically is working to implement more books by diverse authors into English curriculums.
I've been working out.
I've been taking a few walks. I should really do that more often.
Well, I've been tutoring.
I also got back into painting because I did that a lot my freshman year when I was taking art classes.
I have been watching a lot of movies, probably more than I should have. In the month of May, I watched 65 movies.
We watched a few movies with my parents. We watched Hamilton recently, which was awesome.
And I've been doing virtual shows to kind of keep the performance game going. We raised money for Color of Change a couple weeks ago. We raised $3,500 for that organization.
I've joined a class for an online class for game design.
And also I've been learning how to juggle.
Well, I have summer reading, summer assignments, also doing a lot of college research.
Getting more into fashion, I guess.
I've been seeing friends more often, like social distancing wise.
A lot of beatboxing.
I think it's changed my perspective on just the world we live in and how fragile our society is. Nothing is really as stable or permanent as we think it is.
But I have become a lot more appreciative and like been able to rest, because I'm always so nonstop that it's been nice to rest.
It's definitely made me more aware of the people around me and of myself.
I'd say it's made me think a lot more linearly in terms of plans.
It's made me think about other people's lives and how I impact them in a weird way. So I think it's made me a little bit more aware and kind in a very, 7 degrees to get there kind of way.
It's revealed to me a lot about different people's, this sounds like snotty, but like people's character, or like when people don't wear masks or when they do, like it just shows you a lot about a person and how much they care for the people around them and how considerate they are.
I definitely have times where I feel a lot more isolated, or I feel more anxious, or I get frustrated because I'm like, okay, like what am I doing? I feel like I beat myself up more if I don't do things.
I think the isolation has definitely had an impact on my social skills, and I feel like I'm not able to have a general conversation with anyone.
Seeing how other people react to it, because if someone told me like 3 years ago there's going to be a global health pandemic, I'd probably think, oh, well, everyone's just going to, like, other things people act irrationally about, but with the pandemic, people will be rational, they'll do what the government tells them to do. And it surprised me that did not happen at all.
It has made me realize that you have to be patient with things.
It's had a huge transformation on the way I view life. I think a lot of times we have expectations of how things are going to go, and they usually pan out how we expected, at least in school.
I've really learned to let go.
It's definitely like brought up anxiety about the entire thing.
There are days where, since like being at home and stuff and not really having social interaction, I've gotten like depressed, I guess. Like there's moments where I just cry for no reason.
I mean, it makes you grateful for the little things, because we don't have the luxury of just going out anymore.
Before all of this happened, I was someone who thoroughly believed in the Constitution and the systems of government we had in place, and felt deep in my heart that compromise was always the best way to solve a problem, and ultimately had faith in political leaders that eventually good things would happen, change would come. And I just don't believe that anymore. I think the systems that we have are inherently broken. I think the people who are in office, Democrats and Republicans, are just inherently corrupt and do not have the interest of us individuals at heart.
I think it's highlighted to me my failings, I think in time management, and what I want to be doing, what I could be doing better.
I've been able to focus on the steps we need to take to kind of conquer it, and further steps so that our future can be more prosperous. Yeah.
I'd like to think that I'll stay appreciative of things and, want to live in the moment more.
Hopefully I still keep working out and stuff and keep trying my hardest. Hopefully I get to hang out with my friends more, and hopefully if this ever ends, I'll get to have the college experience and stuff.
I think I will definitely spend more time with my friends and not take that time with them for granted. Probably not stay home that much on the weekends. It's good to stay home and rest and stuff, but yeah, I think when you have an opportunity to be with someone, be with them. I don't know.
I think just being more aware, again, just of other people and how it affects them, how I am.
I think with an increased sense of urgency. and I think that I will definitely take advantage of the opportunities that I see. Oh, I will hug my friends a lot more. That's how it will change me. I will become a hug person. I was a hug person already, but now every single person, you're getting a hug.
I also think that I'll take a lot more risks. Like at the beginning of this, we dyed our hair, we temporarily dyed our hair. I would never have done that otherwise. And yeah, I think like I've been a very type A person, like, you know, stuck on the kind of normal trajectory of someone who's going to go to college and be in a career and have a family. But I think, and I hope that I'm like more willing to just let loose sometimes, do things that are stupid, you know, and of course like not hurt anybody or myself, but life's just too short and it's not worth like being super stifled. So yeah, I'm going to try to take more risks.
Live life to the fullest. Every single day, don't let it go to waste. Go out and do something, get out of the house, try to be more active, definitely. And I think that I've really learned that having social relationships with other people, like maintaining close friendships, that's a crucial part in like leading a happy life, I think.
I don't think I'll change much, because I kind of like this plan things out and then do it. But, you know, maybe some days I don't have a plan. Improv.
If I feel a little bit sick, when I go out, I'll wear a mask, just, you know, because we know now. We've known before, but now it's ingrained in our conscience that wearing a mask when you're sick is a safe thing to do.
I like to think I'll hold on to, you know, learning to let go a little bit, even though it is hard and sometimes I might not want to.
I'm going to appreciate the times that I have with people more often. I'm going to appreciate going outside more.
So I think my health eye will continue to be on when this all starts to open up again. But I think also I'll just appreciate the time that I have in person with people because I know what it's like to not have it.
I think for the rest of my life, I'm going to be a little bit kinder because of this.
I just think I'll be more grateful, like, for everything that we have.
I definitely want to start giving back more to the planet. When all the cars really stopped going to work and back, and you could see the skies were so much clearer, and I read a bunch of articles on how animals are coming back into Yosemite and other places, and so I think it's been a great wake-up call for us to really start taking care of our world more.
I've been able to experience so much of the outdoors recently. Like I go on bikes up in the mountains and it's just so beautiful. I never really got to appreciate the world for what it was when I was in school and busy with work. So I'm just able to appreciate the earth more, like Claire said, and go outside and enjoy the fresh air.
Mm-hmm.
I hope you are satisfied with what you're doing and at the college that you are at and that you're happy, and I'm super proud of you because you got through this. Class of 2020 strong.
Be more cautious of what you do and how you behave because people and your words are affected.
You know, no matter the situation, just you can improvise it and you can adapt to it. You can overcome it.
To just, I guess, in a way, to be glad that this happened. Because right now, even though it's boring right now and not very fun, this will probably never happen again in my or your life.
Make the most of your time with other people and friends. And if you can, travel or go out and see new things, go do that because you never know when you might be unable to do so.
Don't forget how much you found within yourself. Don't forget how much creativity you brought out, and try to be better. Be kind, be courteous, live by the Scout law.
Cherish the times you have with people who you care about.
Don't forget your worth and all the people that stood by your side when times were hard. Say thank you for the past and embrace the change and the future.
Remember who is your real friends and who is most important to you, and make sure those people know that.
Just be grateful for the little things, and just if people are sick around you and you don't know what other like diseases or illnesses others have, like someone could have cancer and you could be infecting them, just be very aware and caring towards others more than you are now or in the past were.
Be grateful every single day that you can like physically touch people and your friends and communicate and meet new people. Don't be afraid to take risks. Take care of yourself, stay in contact with your friends and family, and continue to just not give up. Whatever you're fighting for, however small it is or large it is, don't give up, even if it seems like absolutely pointless.
Never take anything for granted and appreciate everyone in your life, take care of everyone in your life, and just find a reason to stay positive about everything going on.
You never know when something you have is going to be taken away, and even the little things like my walks to and from classes. I mean, that's something that I really miss, and that's such a little thing that I never really appreciated before. So, like you said, don't take anything for granted.
Try your hardest, like don't give up. There are going to be people that will be better than you at some things. But just because you started later doesn't mean you can't be just as great as them or even better.
You are stronger than you think. I hope you're doing good work and you're working hard.
If you are in a world where you're able to go and be with big groups of people and feel that energy, or be on stage and perform for a live audience, soak it up. Enjoy it. Realize how much of a blessing this is, but also realize how much this time was not wasted. It was necessary for your growth and your transformation, and enjoy your life wherever stage you're at.